everybody pay attention and vote. And I'll just say that this idea that whatever the oil and gas industry tells people in the administration is true is probably wrong. And so just don't vote for them anymore. And when you get a chance, let's get them out of office. They're using these, apparently they're planning to use this business of impoundment of funds and this extraordinary new legal theory, pocket rescission. And there's no such thing, they're making it up. And the irony is that the communities that are going to be most affected by curtailing public broadcasting are the rural communities that voted for this administration. The plan right now is to cut it $1.1 billion through this new legal theory. Breaking a dinner plate just takes a moment. Making a dinner plate from scratch requires a factory and centuries of technological development. It's the real deal, everybody. Push back.
Beloved science educator Bill Nye, the science guy, isn't pulling punches when it comes to the Republican Party's attacks on education and vulnerable communities.
Back in the 20th century, children's television was becoming an ads for toys. For you historians, there was required, television stations were required to have 3 hours of educational programming a week. 3 hours, oh my goodness, our ability to print money is being stopped, oh my. But that turned out to be to the good.
It's so valuable to have someone like Bill Nye out here advocating for supporting public broadcasting, not only because he's one of the most cherished and recognizable figures in this space, but because he's hitting at the heart of why protecting broadcasters like PBS is so important, shutting out the pervasive, corrupting influence of profit-seeking and educational children's programming. Just to show you how little some things have changed over the years, the legendary Lavarr Burton highlighted the same point over 30 years ago, as I previously covered.
This is a no-brainer. The question is, should public television continue to receive federal funding? Well, let me think about it. Should public television continue to receive federal funding? When I ask the question, when I hear it in my mind, it sounds ludicrous. It's almost silly to even ask the question. Commercial television has been very, very good to me. But make no mistake about it, commercial television cannot, does not, and will not do what public TV does, especially and specifically where our children are concerned. Public television doesn't try and sell our kids anything. Public television is the only place in this expanding information superhighway, this multi-channel universe, where we can be assured as parents that our children can be exposed to their numbers and to their ABCs without someone trying to sell something to them. It's the only place where parents can rest assured that our children can go and discover the joys of reading and the magic of science and its important application in our everyday lives, where they can be introduced to values like kindness and truthfulness and the importance of respect for all life and all living things, as Fred Rogers so eloquently does every day on PBS. You see, the only thing we're selling on PBS to our children, Mr. Chairman, is inspiration. And if we lose this very valuable institution, it would be a great shame.
And it can't be stated enough of how valuable these kinds of services and programming can be for children when you think about how important these programs are in developing children's literacy skills, right? Math skills, science skills, emotional and social skills, cognitive skills, right? Critical thinking, free of all the political agendas, right? That's why the investment in providing easily accessible, wholesome, and educational programming is always worth the cost.
Science is part of the American story. If the United States is to lead the world, science cannot be suppressed. And so today, my friends, we demand that scientists not be censored, that there be legal safeguards to prevent political interference in their research, and that they be enabled to communicate their findings freely. Furthermore, we demand that all of us, the public, have access to scientific information. All the data, reports, and resources that were available before this president swore to uphold the U.S. Constitution in January of this year. This is our right. We paid for this science with our tax dollars. Certain elements in our own government have suppressed references to climate change, have advocated against life-saving vaccines, and have ordered an automatic review of papers for the purpose of censorship. Papers that include certain words like female. What are you afraid of? What is it about the process of science, modern medicine, caring for our neighbors, or Women's History Month that you all find so scary? My friends, science is in the national interest. Censoring science is not. People say to me, Bill Nye, science guy, what can I do about climate change? What can I do about climate change? Well, tell you what, people's vote. Magnanimous. How can you not tell the difference, people? One side is in support of doing something about these massive problems associated with climate change. The other side is pretending it's not happening. And you guys, we all want a villain and so on, but it really has been the fossil fuel industry that's worked really hard to suppress the science.
The rise of online video and the death of traditional cable TV networks makes it even more vital to have fact-based, readily accessible, capital influence-free education content available for children. Because there's so much misinformation out here. The number of sources that you can get information from has never been greater. But that's the problem. Those sources are not all made equal because there's so many things that are out there that are just flat out false. So this is pivotal for our children's future. For OHQ, I'm Chris Williamson. We'll see you next time.
What's up, everybody? Major Retired Richard Ojeda here, and thank you so much for watching. If you're into what we're doing here, hit that like button because it really helps. And if you want to see more videos like this, don't forget to subscribe to Rebel HQ and ring that bell so you never miss an upload. I've also got a playlist with all my videos, so feel free to dive in and catch up. And if you're over the corporate spin and want real people power news, hit that join button and be part of the movement. We could not do this without your support. Seriously, thank you. Stay informed, stay engaged, and I'll see you in the next one. And that's a fact. Sappers clear the way, airborne all the way.